the Warriors over the Rockets was remarkable for a lot of reasons, including the fact that it was the largest margin of victory for the team in a playoff game in which they trailed at the start of the fourth quarter. That's a major turnaround, and Steph Curry's fingerprints were all over it. 36 points at the age of 37 without Jimmy Butler on the floor. How remarkable is that when you factor in everything that was going on in that game and a great Rockets defense?
I mean, it's a great Rockets defense, but you can't keep this man down for a full 48 minutes. At some point, he's going to break free. And the offense is tailor-made for playoff basketball. You know, back screens, constantly running around. They're fouling him, and it doesn't matter. He's going to get free at some point. Obviously, pump fakes, the way they run their offense. But it's just, it's strategic. And his ability to endure all of that and still create shots all game long, especially in the fourth quarters, is nothing but amazing. We saw another 40-year-old play 47 minutes last night. Yeah. I mean, the endurance part of it is his superpower, you know, and that's saying a lot the way he shoots the basketball.
Correct. And once Steph Curry figures out how to attack and become successful in a game or a series, it's a long night for you because his ability, they have plays, but he knows when he can break a play or get to a spot to get his shots, and he knows who he wants to attack. And they're so good there, meaning the Golden State Warriors are so good at making sure they swing the ball and first and foremost get him a shot, and then everything happens after that because he's a great scorer. He's kind of like Dirk, who we played with. Dirk is a great scorer, but he's so unselfish and he's patient and he understands when I need to explode. Everybody knows, all right, it's Steph Curry time.
By the way, today Steph Curry racked up another line on his Hall of Fame resume. The Twyman Stokes Teammate of the Year, as announced by the NBA. Just playing with it makes you a better player, and all on top of that, being a decent human being helps.
Absolutely, and I think it goes back to what I'm saying. Like he understands. We all know who he is. He's a megastar, but on the court, but he wants to win, and he'll take a back seat to guys within reason when it's time. If a guy's playing, you know, he's going to allow them to do their thing, and he empowers his guys, and this is well deserved. I mean, I've been a part of this, and it's a great honor to be considered the team that have to win this award because it's voted by your peers.
For sure. I'm gonna ask Devin. Was he that good at team?
I mean, I made an all-star as of, so yes, and he took a back seat to me in that point. So yes, Vince is a great team.
I know he's a great team. Jimmy Butler is going to play tonight after sitting out game 3. He's got that. They keep calling it different things. Pelvic contusion. It was a deep glute contusion, which is a butt bruise. That's what that is.
That's what
it's the medical term.
It is.
What changes tonight with Butler on the floor for Golden State? And we're assuming, by the way, that he'll be mobile and okay to play.
I mean, we talk about a guy that can create his own shot, take the pressure off of Steph. Another playmaker, going to march himself to the free throw line defensively. He's active. And this team obviously made this trade with this type of in mind, playoff Jimmy type basketball. And if he can get back to what he was, obviously before the butt bruise, it's going to be a long night, I feel like, for Houston.
But let's just say he's not able to get quite back to where he was. His ability to get to the foul line, get you in the penalty, create shots for others. Yes, Draymond's one of those guys, but now you have another guy on the floor to be the facilitator. You can still post him up. He's going to draw double teams. He's going to make the defense shift because of who he is and what he's capable of doing.
How soon into the game will you know that he's okay or not? Immediately?
I think the first 5 minutes. The first couple of minutes,
see how he moves
you have to get the blood flowing a little bit with the butt bruise. But I think in the first 5
I started a thing here.
Yeah, you did. I mean, because that's what it is.
It is what it is.
Contusion. But I think in the first 6 minutes, once he gets warm, then he's good to go. It's just sitting, I think, will be good.
For sure. But he's a guy that can impact the game without scoring, too. So it doesn't have to be necessarily him just putting the ball in the basket. The way he facilitates, the way he defends, getting to the free throw line, those are all big parts of his game.
By the way, easy to say when it's not my butt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you were with us at the top of the show, we learned today that it is official Damian Lillard tore his Achilles last night, as we all suspected when it happened. A devastating blow. Take me inside the locker room. You're already down 3-1 now. You just lost Damian Lillard for the rest of the series, potentially franchise-changing news. I mean, but beyond that, you got to play tomorrow night.
You got to play, and it's, they've learned how to play without him, but I don't know if they have enough. I mean, they've been struggling offensively all series long. You lose him, I just don't think they have enough to be able to overcome that type of news, that type of devastation. I mean, you put a lot on Giannis. I mean, he's got to have a huge night. Bobby Portis is going to have to step up. We got,
Kevin Porter
Jr.'s got to play.
Got to continue what he's doing, and Kyle Kuzma has to generate something.
Yeah, you get rid of, you go trade for him. You have to bring something, not regular season, for the playoffs, because you come to the Milwaukee, you're coming to win, and he hasn't had it. I mean, he's played a lot of bad basketball, a lot of losing basketball, and kind of like Wiggins, trying to find your way, shifting your mentality is tough. And I mean, you see those numbers there. It's like 6 points a game. I think he had 6 attempts last game. Like, it's not going to get it. Bobby Portis has been playing fantastic, but I think they need 3 or 4 guys to have special nights to get a win, much less win the series.
Meanwhile, Orlando up against it as well, facing elimination in Boston tomorrow night. Their offense has been bad all season, really, and for the last couple of years. What's the formula for beating the Celtics again and extending that series?
I mean, obviously, Paolo and Franz have played great basketball. They're going to need some shooting. If you have to make shots to relieve some stress of your stars, because Boston's defense, like we talked about Cleveland, is they put you in a chokehold and they strangle you and they say, they see your weakness, we're going to expose it. We'll give you that shot, but you're not going to have the driving lanes, and they're going to play physical, and they're going to try to beat you up, and then they're going to try to get up and shoot threes, so they also try to wear you down. And Paolo has had his way, but 35 points is not enough to get you a win. So you need a lot of shots too.
Yes, you're not efficient points.
Not efficient, and like you said, their defense, they understand we're going to pack the paint. Your weakness is 3-point shooting.
Yeah.
We're going to figure out how to, we'll give Paolo his points, we'll let Fonz go off a little bit, but everybody else we're going to control. And obviously we'll play at our pace on offense.
Yeah. Now everyone else is eating, if you will. In the fourth quarter, he does what Spider-Man does.
3D, I mentioned, and also Matt mentioned 37-point blowout. The big 3 of the Miami Heat must play well. But what has to happen, in your opinion, for the Miami Heat to pull off a win tonight to not get swept?
The old school Heat way, which is basically jump up the game. I know Bam has been there before. I know Bam has been in the trenches. This is the first time Tyler Hero has been in the trenches. We know he's a phenomenal scorer. He can score the basketball, and he's shown that throughout this playoff lot all season long where he's been healthy. The question is Andrew Wiggins. I forgot which one of you guys mentioned. Can he have something left in the tank? Can he prove that, yes, when he was a Warrior, he's part of that championship team? Can he bring some of that moxie here to Miami tonight to try to steal one? That's really mucking the game up, dirtying the game up. And as Tyler Hero would say, one possession at a time, one quarter at a time, and hopefully they can steal a win here in Game 4.
But they've got their hands full with this Cavalier, well, on both ends of the floor, but offense in particular, which has generated 120 or more in each game so far. They're shooting 43% from three-point range as a team for the series. 3D is a guy who made his living primarily as a shooter. Are those numbers more the product of good shooters or Kenny Atkinson's offense generating great shots?
It's a combination of both. Because think about it like this. As much as we give the Warriors their credit for organized chaos, well, I guess they're a little cavalier on how they share the basketball because everyone's getting wide open shots. You get that, Matt?
I got it. I see what you did there. You're pretty happy with yourself, aren't you, 3D?
Hey, thank you, Matt. I just came up with off the fly, Matt.
Cavalier.
You can tell that man's in Miami.
Dennis Scott is from Miami. He's enjoying himself in South Florida. No question about that. Okay, I think we're all in agreement that the Cavaliers have an enormous edge, as you would expect in a 1-8 series to begin with. What's impressed you most about what Cleveland has done in this series and maybe for the season?
Well, Dev talked about Donovan Mitchell, and I think that is one of the most impressive things is his sacrifice for the bigger picture, the bigger goal. But I think also the organization bringing in DeAndre Hunter, guys off the bench to strengthen their bench. So even if my starters are playing well or not playing well, I can rely on the bench knowing that they can give us more energy or sustain a lead or build a lead. And I think they've done that with their guys at 3-and-D guys. And they share the ball so well. The ball moves, it finds the open player. And you don't see a lot of, let me just go on one-on-one. It's like move to an open shooter. And on the other end, they get stops, whoever you put on the floor. And just been impressive to watch them because you could tell they have a goal in mind, and that's to make it to the championship.
It's like you said, they matured from last year.
Yeah.
I mean, you got guys like Max Strus who've been in the trenches. He said, last year coming in, he was kind of surprised that the immaturity and guys not taking the game seriously. They got beat last year. They came back ready to play this year. New voice. kind of a new system, and they've taken that to heart. Evan Mobley, he's, defensive player of the year. He's taken a step forward. Jared Allen, he's came back a little bit better. Donovan Mitchell's taking a step back, letting other guys play. But guys like Ty Jerome and other guys off the bench are shooting the ball incredibly well. But defensively, they have one goal in mind. They're tied together. And you can see a team that's really want to finish what they started.
Well, it's on both ends of the floor. They've been so good, and this was a good team last year. They won a first-round playoff series. They've taken a leap under Kenny Atkinson, who was at the top of my Coach of the Year ballot this season. How difficult, as veterans, how difficult is it to do what he did this season with this team? Not only getting Mitchell to buy into what he was doing, to unlock Evan Mobley to a certain degree on the offensive end, and maintain their defensive identity.
I think they took to heart the loss last year, so they were ready for a new voice. And a new voice come in, and I think it's a trial period in that first couple of months of the season. When we see some success, it's like, okay, we can kind of buy into this. And when 17 games in a row they won, 18, 19? It's like, okay, this is working.
I think they did it twice.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, it's not hard when you see the success right away to buy in. When your stars buy in, obviously everybody else kind of follows suit. But defensively, this team, the two bigs out there, Evan Mobley taking the step that he's taken, they've had everything in place. Now they got everything falling into place. Defensively, they're active, but offensively, when you share the ball and everybody's touching it, everybody's involved. There's no weaknesses.
Right.
You can't leave anybody open.
Right.
Everybody's involved in the offense, and 5-on-5 is tough to do when you have anybody that you can leave open. And when they got this system working, it's tough to stop.
You see a contrast between teams like Indiana and what Cleveland is doing, and say the Orlando Magic, who are really relying on their two young stars to make something happen.
What's your favorite team? Comment below, and if you like the video, please leave a like. This really helps the channel grow and brings you even more content. Oh, and if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button and activate the bell to receive all notifications. With each game, we notice that the NBA is getting more competitive every day, and all the teams are looking for reinforcements to win the championship. And only here can you follow your favorite team daily with incredible content from different sources. Here on the channel, there are new videos every day with analysis, curiosities, and the best moments in basketball. That's it for today, folks. Thanks for following along. The NBA doesn't stop, and neither do we. Until the next video. NBA, the passion that connects us.